Welcome to Scarecrow Miniature Painting. I'm Steven, and we are going to continue work on our Dwarven Clerics. So, in the last video, we decided not to do, uh, or we decided to do metalics as a natural metallic, non-metal, um, and we did mixtures, so all the blue you see on him is mixed with plate mill metal. The green on the hammer is mixed with plate mail metal as well. And all the gold bits are just gold, greedy gold from Army Painter. But that is what we have so far. All we have left to do for a base coat for him is this belt. Now we are going to do the nodes on there as a, what's the word I'm for? The green. And what we'll also do is we'll also do the fire while we are at it. So I will get those paints out right now. That is going to be a pure red. That is going to be let me find it. Not you. Not you. We can use a little bit of you. Oh, we already got you out. No more. Don't need you. No. No. I do apologize, everyone. I'm just looking for my yellow and my orange. You would think that they would be a little bit easier to find in this bag full of paints. And I know they are in here somewhere. Aha, there's my yellow that we're going to use. Now I just got to find my orange. There you are. So, first and foremost, we're going to do the belt. So, how we're going to do that is we're going to do smoke. Excuse me. Mixed with orange brown. We're going to start with even parts of both. We're just going to mix them. And we get a darker orange brown. We're going to add a little bit more of that orange brown to it. So a little bit more red than that. That's perfect. So, I'm just going to take this, wash that down, or thin that down. Now remember, Vallejo is already naturally thin, so you don't want to thin it down too much, but you do still want to thin it down. So I'm going to take my mixture. I'm going to begin coating the entire belt in the mixture. And that is what we have. So it almost looks like our pants, which is pure orange brown, but it is slightly different. So while that is drying, we are going to begin working on our fire. And then what we will do is we will move on after the fire to the other figure, because we've kind of neglected him. Okay. So I'm just going to take my rag here. I'm going to thin these down to almost a glaze. I'm going to start with yellow. It's perfect. And I'm going to, from the bottom up, around that hand, trying to make sure I get every crevice between those fingers. I'm just going to paint the entirety of it. Like such. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make sure I get yellow in all the recesses. And the reason I'm not really minding where I place it is because the rest of it is going to get filled up by the other colors as well. But some of the other colors are going to be more prominent at certain aspects. Such. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the orange. I'm going to brush a little bit of that off. So I'm going to take it from about right here out. I'm going to start working my way around the figure. What I'm doing is I'm just mixing in those two glazes, not to muddy it up, but to give the effect that it is fire, like such. So already we're getting that effect. And we're going to take the red. Now the red we're going to start from the very top. We're going to work our way around primarily the peak. Now it's fine if the red gets in elsewhere, but that's what we are going for. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow. You're going to want to do this over and over about, I'd say 2 or 3 times. because you want to mix in everything together. You want everything to look nice and detailed. You don't want it to bleed and be too prominent, so bear with me. What I'm doing is I'm just going to grab a napkin. Luckily I had one on the floor real quick. I'm just going to touch the figure around, trying to make sure I don't touch the hand or anything that has already been painted, as in that's not fire. So that is what we got. Trying to make it focus in again. So that is what we got as the effect. So I kept it pretty translucent. You can see the red, you can see the orange. I'm going to add a little bit more red because that orange is showing up a little bit too much for my liking. So I'm just going to begin red and painting red front, top, on the bottom. Like I said, around that very front part. But that's what we got for him. Now he is all base coated besides one thing. And that is going to be these little billops around his belt. So we decided to make these billops the green metal because we thought it would be a nice accent to the remaining metal surrounding it. And it is. It turned out really well. I'm really proud of how everything turned out on him. So all that's left with him is highlighting, and we have highlighting, and then we have the base to do. So I'm going to set that over there. Grab him. So, first and foremost with him, we are going to do our blue chainmail. like so. What I like about this figure is the chainmail doesn't stop there. The chainmail actually goes down a little bit as well. So we're just going to do all the chainmail in this blue. Like so. And now what I want to do is I want to focus on the bands and belt. So I'm going to start with that belt. Ooh, and that was put on a little thick, so we might have to do a touch up on that green. Oh no. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm going to just really chop that, trying to get that brown off there. Try to get some actual paint on it. Just, there we go, that's what I wanted. Okay. And there we have the belt. And touch this side up a little more. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see. So we have the belt. We have the it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm losing my train of thought. So we have the belt. We have the straps. And we have the... Well, that's all we have right now. So let's move on to the hammer. So the hammer we're going to use Darkstone like before. The only difference is that this one is going to have that blue accent on the tips. Or maybe just gold, because it'd be matching with that a little bit too close. Let's see. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Play it by ear, see how it looks. Right now, let's just get the hammer painted. And that is it. So, that is what we have. We're obviously going to touch up the hammer a little bit more. Back in focus. There we go. So, while we have him there, we are going to do the same technique we did with our other one. For the eyes. So what I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to get as steady of a hand as I can. By that eye socket. Definitely got to touch him up as well. Good news is we have everything we need to touch up on the palette. So first we're going to touch up that eyebrow right there. Next we're going to touch up... clean my brush first. Next we're going to touch up... And with that, we are done for today's episodes. In the next episode, we are going to do the metal bits further on him. We are going to move on and do highlighting on him. Potential highlighting on him. And hopefully in the episode after that we can start doing the object source lighting for this one. It's just getting the right angle for how that light source is working is what we're going to have to work upon. With that being said, thank you for watching the channel. Like and subscribe to our channel. And follow us on our other social medias. All of those links can be found in our description in our channel. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.